Well, I know I don't deserve any sympathy for what happened here, but it was self-defense.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. We don't think you acted for no reason, right?
Well, I certainly hope not. No, I didn't even know I acted. Till the next day, I was like, that didn't happen.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
But I was crazy. I'm crazy about my wife, man. I love her so much.
What you just heard is a man sitting in a police interrogation room, calmly describing why he believes killing 2 people was justified. He doesn't cry. He doesn't break down. He talks about love. He talks about betrayal. And he talks about a woman who had already asked for help and didn't get it in time. This is the story of Anna Child, Jason Hildy, and the night of March 24th, 2026, in Mason County, Washington State. Stay with me, because this one is going to shake you.
And 33, I believe someone has been shot. They are stating someone is killed.
Radio on com 7 will be stage 8. Radio on com 7, we get all county to respond and state as well.
I believe the neighbor stating the boyfriend is dead in the doorway. The additional calls, there's additional gunshots.
Receive. Can we also see if 400 units can keep an eye out for any fleeing vehicles?
Confirm 447 is 471. Do you copy? See if there's going to be any fleeing vehicles in the area. Reference. Call 94.
Right, I'm on 101 now. Just waiting for a vehicle description.
So far it's going to be a white truck. We don't have further.
471.
Hey, we're en route to an active homicide, so you should probably come in.
I think that's
Sounds like a guy just got shot in the head, fleeing. Hey Chief, it's Quinn. Hey, just letting you know, we're on our way to a homicide that just occurred. Someone just got shot in the head and is dead. I'm not on scene yet, so I don't have a whole lot of details, but suspect fled in a white truck. Suspect is a Robert Child. Victim is a Jason something up off of Hamma Drive, so just notifying you while we're on our way there. You were my first call, so not yet. Okay. Right now, from the RPs on scene, the neighbor ran over and is standing by the guy who was shot, apparently. Yeah, it says half of his head is gone, so...
Yeah, we did. We couldn't find the guy.
Yeah.
Tried to serve it like 8-9 times. I might have a plate number and one might
when we get there, grab a less lethal, whichever one you know best or most comfortable with.
Okay. I'll grab the shotgun.
Okay.
right over here.
Do I cut sirens?
Yeah, cut sirens. Pull up further into the road. Right there. That's
Right
fine.
here?
Yep.
Right there, in that doorway, right there. He's dead. There's an AR sitting up against the door.
All right, let them do their thing.
All right. All right. I'm good. Yep.
Whoever's car this is, we're going to use it as rolling cover to get a better view on the house. Sheriff's office, anybody inside, make yourself known! Clear in here?
Clear.
Clear.
Alright. Bump out and back. Ivy.
Yep. All the way to the left.
Can't see behind that mattress there.
Okay. Bump to the hallway, and Ivy and I are going to go to the right.
Okay.
Sheriff's office! Anybody inside? Make yourself down! Clear over here. Okay. No, but there's not going to be a pulse.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. I have someone setting up crime scene tape. I have someone starting the crime scene log. Someone getting photos. Am I missing anything? Detectives know, chief knows.
Inside that house, deputies found two people who had no chance. Anna Child, 46 years old. A mother, a sister, a woman who had tried to protect herself through the legal system. And Jason Hildy, also 46. A father of three, described by his family as fiercely loyal and protective. Both of them gone. And the man responsible, he was already driving away in a white truck. But less than 24 hours later, Robert Child was sitting in the back of a patrol car. And what happened next? What he said, how he said it, is what this entire story comes down to.
All right, Robert, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning, if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions, to make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, I do.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Nope.
Hey, Rob. How you doing?
My shoulders are so torn I can't even.
Well, stand up. Let's get you. Let's get you more comfortable. Yes. Can you stand? Or you need help?
Yeah, my meniscus is out. Just tugged on me once. Oh.
Which knee?
My right. And this one just had surgery a couple of years ago. So
Meniscus on that too?
I'm 60. I've never.
Did you have meniscus surgery on the other knee as well?
No, that was a total rebuild.
Go ahead, turn. So I can get you.
Oh, that's a
It's a rough one.
a lot.
I know I don't deserve any sympathy for what happened here, but it was self-defense.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We don't think you acted for no reason, right?
Well, I certainly hope not. No, I didn't even know I acted. Till the next day, I was like, that didn't happen.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
But I was crazy. I'm crazy about my life, man. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Well, look, before you do that, Rob, and I appreciate that, but we're new coming into this, so I don't know if you've been advised of your rights or anything.
Yeah.
You have? So you've been advised you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney? Okay. And having those rights in mind that were already read to you, you wish to continue this conversation and explain your side of it, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you everything. I tell the truth, even when it's painful. So, 2024, 2025, Anna started stealing company funds and partying, doing drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. So, money started missing. We ended up with 2 lawsuits. For the first time ever in 2025, I wasn't able to perform said contract. I pulled money down. We didn't have the money to finish it. Turned into 2 lawsuits. And I didn't know what was going on at first. But then I found out her mother told her to start taking this amitriptyline. And so I was like, the hell? I started researching hundreds of videos of women and men that lose their families, their husbands, their jobs, everything. I knew nothing about this drug. Nobody consulted me before she started taking it. And I think her mother did it intentionally.
Notice what's happening here. Robert Child has just learned he will be charged with 2 counts of murder. And yet, within the first few minutes of this interview, he is already building a narrative. A story where he is the real victim. His wife changed because of medication. Her mother was the enemy. The business was failing because of her. He is methodically constructing a defense, piece by piece, in real time. Detectives are listening. They're letting him talk. And the more he talks, the more he reveals. Because the truth isn't far below the surface.
Anna.
I heard her talking with the girls at Fred Meyer. She told me they were teaching her how to get money without working.
You mean like from the state or from you?
Whatever, Sedgwick or whatever from Fred Meyer. Yeah, without going to work, she wanted to get money. And so the girls at her co-workers taught her how to do that, right? So anyway, I didn't think much of it because I was always business. I'm out there taking care of operations.
So what do you do for work?
I owned a South Sound Concrete Construction.
So like flat work?
Yeah, foundation, seawall, bulkheads, everything. Yeah,
Stem
bridges.
Okay.
39 years in the business, right?
Okay.
When I first met Anna, I was making $40,000 a month. And that was exciting to her. She was a lot prettier and younger than me, right?
Sure.
Eventually, I grew to love her a lot, you know. I know that's kind of hard to believe, considering what just happened. But anyway, the thing is, 9 months on the amitriptyline, suddenly, my wife doesn't love me anymore after 21 years together, right?
Okay.
And I'm starting to see her foot out the door. Now I'm getting, because I'm injured, and I'm laying on the couch, and I'm getting fat, and I'm thinking all these insecure things, right? Like maybe I'm not attractive enough, this, that, and the other. And she's looking for somebody better. And I was like, that hurt me, right?
Sure.
So I would be saying rude things to her, but never, ever laid a hand on her. You know what I mean? But she claimed I did. She also claimed I stuck a gun to my head. That never happened either. So she got this protection order under false allegations, false claims that I was abusive. And I couldn't believe it. So I weaned her off the pills. She was doing okay, she said, but she wasn't.
What do you mean by that?
Well, she was drinking way too much. And I think there was another drug involved too.
And that probably has negative effects when you're on medication as well. They probably don't act well together either.
When I first met her, she was on meth.
Okay.
And I told her, you need to stop that and stop drinking every weekend, or there's the door. You want to stay with me? That's fine. That was an ultimatum the first year we were together.
It's a fair ultimatum.
Yeah. So I thought everything was cool, but secretly, no. She was taking all these pills. And I didn't notice until I opened the bottom drawer one day. There was like 50 different kind of pills in there. You know?
What Robert Child is describing here is a pattern that domestic violence experts recognize immediately. He controlled what medication she took. He issued ultimatums about her social habits. He monitored her phone, her car, her workplace. He described her as a possession, and when she finally broke free, when she found someone new and started building a life without him, he couldn't accept it. Court documents cited by King 5 News show that Anna herself wrote that Rob told her directly, if he couldn't have her, no one would. Those words, those exact words. And yet somehow, he sat in that chair and called it self-defense.
Somebody at work. He just started working there. A real scuzzball, too. He looks like a meth dealer. And me and Junior, we reconciled, had amazing sex. I mean, it was so awesome to get together after being apart for a week. I get back from Arizona. The very next day, she says, we need to go to marriage counseling. I said, okay, I'll pay for it. Okay, she goes off to work, right? Me and Junior go in there, and Junior's like, hey, there's Mom. We're getting coffee at Java, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, there's Mom. I said, well, let's go over there and give her a hug and tell her about your new job interview. It was his first interview, right? He's all excited. We roll up there and we see her arm sticking out the window smoking a cigarette. And then all of a sudden, that dude pops out of the passenger seat. And my kid he's like, Dad, turn this truck around right now. I said, well, maybe we shouldn't. Because I don't trust myself, you know what I mean? He said, no, do it now, Dad. So we did.
So you just turned around. So you just turned around and didn't contact her.
No, we turned around and contacted her.
Turned to contact her.
Just so I walked up to her side of the window as he's walking back in the store. I said, is there something you need to tell me about? And she's just looking at me like a deer in the headlights. No. I said, well, you sure? Because you don't let anybody sit in your car ever. Since the 21 years I've known you. No, it's just he's a security and we were going over a security detail.
He's security for Fred Meyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, this goes on for a while. We catch them together like 6 different times. We follow them one night just to find out where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the Riviera Motel with their suitcase. After that, she put in a protection order, all those lies in there. And even my teenagers showed up and told the judge, hey, I don't want my mom at the house. What if I don't want my mom at the house? And the judge says, it don't matter, okay? Your dad's out of the house. Now, if they revised those laws and made the woman take a polygraph, this could have all been avoided. Because she would have never kicked me out. I've been living in my truck for, 3 months now or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. And what happens during the protection order? She moves her boyfriend in.
Mm-hmm.
And so my neighbors, but I heard it anyway, and then Caleb called and said that, he sleeps with the window open and that he could hear they were having sex in my bed. That floored me, man. I mean, that was a gut punch, huge. But,
So when was that conversation with Caleb and Marlon?
that was, it was probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Let's pause here for a moment, because this is important. Anna had filed for a protection order. A judge had granted it. Deputies had tried to serve Robert Child with that order at least 8 or 9 times and couldn't find him. The order was granted the day before the shooting. He had never been officially served. And so on March 24th, 2026, the day Anna and Jason died, Robert Child showed up at that house. Whether he knew about the order or not, he showed up. And what he claims happened next is where his story starts to fracture.
Just prior to what happened, they were moving, the neighbors told me, they're moving all this stuff in, Rob, the day after she filed for divorce. I don't know if she actually did, but I'm sure she did. She tells me this. And so, like I said, I send Mike and Robbie up there to put Cooper back. And when they're up there doing that, Anna comes out and says, hey, I dropped the protection order. Tell your dad he can come up and get the rest of his forms and stuff. So I did the next day.
Okay.
And I came up, and this is the day it all happened. I come up, and she's outside, and she goes, what the are you doing here? I was like, oh my God, you just told the guys to have me come up and get these forms. So anyway, I go in the house, I open the door, she's still, and there's my shotgun leaning on the wall. I said, hey, you told me that you didn't know where that was. I've been looking for that. And she says, yeah, I'm letting Jason use it. I said, no, you're not. That cost me $1,100. It's coming from me, so I grab it, right? I said, where is Jason? He's not here. You need to go. Yesterday you tell me, and I'm standing there with the shotgun, right? Yesterday you tell me I could come up here and get my stuff. She's like, you need to go, okay? The front door opens up, and Jason pops around with a handgun. Boom! Just like that.
The front door?
He pops in through the front door.
Okay.
And now I'm in auto mode. And I look over, and Anna has got this little handgun that he gave her, and she goes to shoot me in the face with it, and it won't fire because it's on safety. And she tries to get the gun and turns around and boom! Hits her in the back.
So you shot her in the back?
Yeah.
How many times?
Once.
How about him?
It was a double shot because it's such a hairpin trigger. It was just boom, boom.
Okay. So he was in the door. Where was she at?
He shot Anna in the back. He admitted it himself. Sitting in that chair, calmly, under interrogation, she was shot in the back. That single detail dismantles the self-defense claim almost entirely. If someone is turning away from you, if their back is to you, the immediate threat is no longer present. Detectives heard it. They kept digging. And as Rob continued to talk, his story began to shift. And then shift again.
Let's focus on, you took Anna's gun, and you threw that out the window on your way back on the dirt road. What about Jason? He said he had a gun.
I don't know.
Did you see what kind of gun he had?
No.
Did you see color or anything?
Silver, I think, but I'm not sure. Happened too fast.
What about the gun that your wife pulled?
It was nickel plated.
You know what kind of gun it was?
No.
Was it like a
Small. Yeah.
revolver, semi-auto?
Usually she'll get a 380 or a 9. That's small. She has small hands.
What is a semi-automatic?
But he bought her the gun, is what I heard. I didn't even know that. But I was in shock. I gotta be honest with you.
Sure.
I didn't even know I freaking did it. It was like I was outside myself or something. It happened too fast, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just went into this freaking mode like nobody's killing me today. And it seemed to me like they planned to take me out. Because why would she tell me to come up there and get my stuff and I dropped the protection order? And the kids tell me this and I'm like, oh, I'll go get my phone.
This is the pivot. He goes from shock and confusion to a conspiracy theory. Suddenly, Anna and Jason didn't just confront him. According to Robert Child, they planned it. They lured him there. They set a trap. This is a pattern that investigators and criminologists study closely. The way a person who commits a violent act reframes the story so that they become the one who was targeted. It protects the ego. It keeps guilt at arm's length. But the evidence doesn't bend to fit the story.
I did.
Okay.
I walked in first. She was behind me, Kristen, the whole time.
Okay. And then you said you saw Jason come in.
That was after she told me he wasn't there.
Right. And where was she when she told you that?
Standing right in front of the laundry room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, she told you he's not here.
Yeah.
And you need to go.
And then she said, well, before that, she said she was letting Jason use that shotgun of mine, but she lied to me. And that shotgun is mine. I paid a lot of money for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had it in my hand. I just picked it up off the wall, and it already had a 10-round clip in it. And I'm standing there, and she says, you need to go. I said, all right, where's Jason at? Go. I said, all right, where's Jason at? And she's like, he's not here. I said, okay, whatever. So, what part of lying on a restraining order, protection order, and moving your boyfriend in and start in my bed 3 days after you get the protection order, temporary, is okay with you? Just to piss away 21 years of marriage. I'm not gonna do this, Rob. And I was like, some guy comes in just like this, and I just boom, boom. Instinct.
So let me just so I can picture this better. When you arrive there, I'm assuming you're in your light truck, right? So you can load your forms up and shit, right?
It's Paul's truck.
But that white truck, correct? The Ford?
Yeah.
And then when you arrived, where do you park at?
Well, his rig was in my driveway, so I had to just pull up like this.
Okay, so that's kind of leads into my next question. So he's got his own vehicle and he drives.
Yeah.
What does he drive?
He drives a black Ford, I think. It's got paper plates on it. Still.
Ford truck or car? Or
yeah, truck.
Like a Ranger or F-150? Or?
F-150, I think.
Okay.
And it was seen in my driveway ever since 3 days after the temporary order was placed.
Okay. So you get there, you see that his rig's there, and you're like, well, where's Jason at? Right?
Yeah.
And she says he's not here. Probably already a heated conversation because it's a big deal, right?
Yeah, throwing away 20 years.
Right.
1 year.
So I mean, you got a lot of emotion into that, and as you're talking,
I was in a fetal position for 5 days, crying over it, and she was laughing at me. You know what I mean? Laughing at me, and I'm like, "Who the f are you? I don't even know who you are anymore." And I was like, anyway, I dealt with it the best I could, but that day that I went in there and he tried to sabotage me there through the front door. She lied to me about him being there, and I'm wondering, they were both packing, if that wasn't a setup. I always have been very good.
Tell me everything you saw when Jason came in the front door.
The gun came in first. It opened about this much when his head lined up through the sights. And I just said, boom!
He stops himself there. But the sentence he almost finished tells you everything. He saw Jason. He lined him up through the sights of a shotgun. And he pulled the trigger. Whatever happened in that house, whether there was a confrontation, whether Jason was armed, whether Anna reached for a weapon, the man who walked in through that front door was an estranged husband who had been living in his truck, who had followed his wife and her boyfriend to a motel, who had been living with weeks of jealousy and rage, and he walked in, holding a shotgun with a 10-round clip. He was not there to pick...
Oh, man. I can't stand the smell of urine. Can I get a shower tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm exhausted, guys. I shouldn't even probably be talking because I'm going to mix some things up here. So why don't we get together when I've had a good night's sleep?
Well, right now, like our main concern is if there's any firearms out in the woods that some kid doesn't pick one up.
No.
You know.
And my health was compromised the day that happened too. Not to mention, I was insane. Well, I'm crazy about that girl. I think this whole thing just destroyed me. I was doing like an 8th grader would do. Like I never grew emotionally since the 8th grade because of her. And no other woman's ever really had that effect on me. It was a powerful thing. And she always said, I'll never leave you, honey. I said, good, because when I die, I need you to hold me when I pass away, so I don't feel scared or something, you know what I mean? And she said, I will, baby, I will. And then, one day, she wakes up and hates me, man.
Last night. So you said that you took the shotgun with you.
No, I think it left it in the trunk, didn't it?
Well, at one point you said that you threw it out of the truck.
Oh, I did?
But.
I told you I need some sleep.
Okay.
I threw the little handgun. No, the trunk was stopped when I threw the damn shotgun. I just threw it and then grabbed my case.
Your case.
With the 308 in it.
Oh, it was in a rifle case?
Yeah, I keep the expensive one.
A hard case?
No, soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a web, like nylon type, or like leather, or some kind of. Do you remember?
It's
what
actually
color?
camo.
Oh,
Digital
it's camo.
camo kind of.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Even easier to find out there.
Yeah.
Robert Child was charged with burglary and 2 counts of murder. He is currently being held on a $5 million bond as he awaits trial. And sitting with all of this, with every word he said in that room, with every shift in his story, with the moment he admitted he shot Anna in the back, one thing becomes impossible to ignore. Anna Child had done everything right. She recognized the danger. She went to a judge. She got a protection order. Authorities had tried to serve Robert Child with that order close to 10 times. They couldn't reach him. And on the one day they needed that order to matter most, it was one day too late.